Right. Okay, look. I already know. You never met nobody like me. Never have you ever. But you gon' find out.
What's up? Good stuff. Oh, y'all want some? Here you go. I don't mind sharing. It's fine. It's some mandarin cake. Y'all can't see the mandarin, but like little mandarin oranges, you know. And whoops, little piece drop. Cake with the cream and everything. So here, I had to make sure that bite wasn't poison, so it wouldn't hurt y'all. So you're welcome. Here's the one I'm really gonna share with y'all. Oh, y'all can't really. Well, hold on. I got you. Y'all can eat the cake vicariously through me. You're welcome. Again, see how thoughtful I am, how generous I am. I'm but a humble servant. Anyway. Flava Hype. You know, all that good stuff. All right, so, one thing, real quick. It's a transformer. Now, my youngest son gave me this. He wanted me to take it with me. Yeah, he wanted me to take it with me. I'm tripping. Because I'm away from him now for a little while, but he just kind of wanted me to have this and kind of, to help kind of protect me. You know, he let me have a Godzilla, and I left that in the car, so every time I'm driving somewhere, Godzilla protects me. And then when I'm here, like at the house in my little office area and things like that, this is here to help protect me as well at home when I'm inside the home. So, you know, I got a Transformer protecting me inside, and I have Godzilla protecting me when I'm on the road. So that's just how it is. So thank you, Isaiah, or Zeke, that's what I call him. Yep, so he helped me out with that. That's what I have. And it's a helicopter. I don't know the name of it. I forgot what he told me the name of this one was, but it is a Transformer though. So it's an Autobot. I don't know if y'all can see that. See? Autobot. Because we rocking with the good guys. He has like 2 or 3 Optimus Primes, Dinobot, and a couple of other things. So he's appreciating Transformers, and I appreciate that because I remember when I was that age, when Transformers was hidden, when it was first introduced, whoo! I was on them, loved it, always wanted all the Transformers, or watched the cartoons and all that. I wanted everything to do with Transformers. So that's that. Speaking of which, you know what? That just brings me to a point. You know, whenever you have people that are around you, that if they like inspire you, if they help you and things like that, and if they've been a part of what you do, whatever your journey is, just people at home that kind of support you, anything, just recognize them, acknowledge them, thank them for their support. Because you never really know. I had someone tell me a while back, there were a few people that helped with a certain thing that was going on as far as getting my merch and everything out. And setting up the website, like helping set it up, helping set up the shop and everything. And one person I knew, I was like, hey, you know, thank you. But they were like, there's someone else, you know, who really helped do this one piece right here that really made it possible to make it the way it is. And they were like, hey, just, you know, give that person a shout out too, because a little bit of recognition goes a long way. And I knew that, but I wasn't aware that there was another person who did that little part of it. So they let me know, like, hey, make sure you give this person a shout out. I'm like, got it. I don't have any problems giving people credit for what they're doing, how they help me, how they assist me, and just acknowledging them. Like, I give them that respect and that acknowledgement regardless. I try my best to. If I know it, and, you know, of course, sometimes it might slip my mind, I might forget, which has happened before. And they're like, hey, you didn't say this. And I'm like, oh, man. So I kind of feel bad. So yeah, some of the people that I have in my corner, they really helped me out a lot with the music. Certain things they might encourage me, and some things they might critique me on certain aspects of what I'm doing, saying, hey, you probably should focus on doing this little piece right here because that will help the sound of it. You know, just certain things that I do whenever I'm writing. Well, not the writing part of it. I do that all, but when they hear it and they listen back and they're like, hey, maybe try this right here because this is going to make this line hit a little bit harder. And sometimes I'm able to go back and re-record something and say, okay, that does make it hit harder. That does help. And, let them know like, hey, I was really paying attention to what you do. So I guess I say all that to say that sometimes when people are telling you about certain things that they think would help, leave your ego at the door. Just let it go. Leave that right over there. Because anything that someone says is not always a bad thing to have some type of criticism of something, because it's not that it's them telling you you're bad. It's them telling you they think this would help you be better.
Can you describe your thoughts on why you all are here and if that can be salvaged, Mr. Sampson?
I can't even believe this. I guess I was wrong, but I think it was really you. Trying to put back together my shattered heart, but even the pieces I pick up fall apart. Everything I did, everything I tried, even when you were wrong, I apologize. What am I supposed to do here? No one's gonna believe that I'm abused here. You got everyone thinking you're the nicest. Oh, precious you, so priceless. But behind closed doors, they don't see what I see without the mask. You weaponized everything I told you to traumatize me from the past. As long as your image was intact, you couldn't care less about the impact. No one sees the dagger wounds in my back, cause if I show them, I can laugh at. You were my anchor, my heart was the chain. No driving me crazy, just stay in your lane. I hurt through the happy, but smile through the pain. You don't see my tears, cause I dance in the rain. You were my anchor, my heart was the chain. No driving me crazy, just stay in your lane. I hurt through the happy, but smile through the pain. You don't see my tears, cause I dance in the rain. I can't sit and I can't stand in this. I'm supposed to be the man in this. I know nobody gives a damn, but it's just because nobody sees the damages. Yes, I prayed, yes, I cried in the depths of what causes SI. Now it's on to the next batch of green grass since you dried up your supply. Okay, fine, family, then you lied when you promised we would to the end. If ain't nobody asking me about my side of the story, then I ain't got friends. My love for you was unconditional. Your love for me was just fictional. Somehow you missed the 80 I put in, but you pointed out the 20 missing. No, you were my anchor, my heart was the chain. No driving me crazy, just stay in your lane. I hurt through the happy, but smile through the pain. You don't see my tears, cause I dance in the rain. You were my anchor, my heart was the chain. No driving me crazy, just stay in your lane. I hurt through the happy, but smile through the pain. You don't see my tears, cause I dance in the rain. All those crocodile tears, acting like you really cared, was just a hologram of sincerity. It was never really there. The crazy part is I don't hate you. I hate the hurt, but I love the lesson. You gave me reason to live and die. But don't worry, I'll make up the bed we slept in. You were my anchor, my heart was the chain. No driving me crazy, just stay in your lane. I hurt through the happy, but smile through the pain. You don't see my tears, cause I dance in the rain. You were my anchor, my heart was the chain. No driving me crazy, just stay in your lane. I hurt through the happy, but smile through the pain. You don't see my tears, cause I dance in the rain. So that's it. Have to do this on my own now, okay? Yeah, I can rebuild. Thank you.
Whether you're sculpting or painting, or if you're drawing something, if you're creating some type of visual art or something like that, always that. Just listen to what they have to say, take it with a grain of salt, and kind of add it to your repertoire, because you never know. So there's that. Always be accepting of the criticism, because sometimes it is constructive. And at times it can be destructive, but you have to make sure that you, or try your best to understand and think, are they trying to be destructive? Because is it really just how I'm seeing it? And I just don't want anyone to ever say anything negative about me. Like, look, check that at the door for real. Humble yourself. Whoever made this cake does not need to humble themselves. They need to brag about this cake. I'm telling you. And y'all should be here for it, but you can't. But it's really good. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh. Woo. Bringing it back. I got some more music coming out. Hey, this summer, I have a lot of music I am putting out. I mean, it's like, it might be something like every couple of weeks I'm gonna have something out, a single, an EP, single, and EP. I think I'm gonna drop my first full-length album, like the LP instead of the EP, because EPs you like at the max 6 songs. I've been doing that a few times just to kind of put some music out there, and so now I have like a bigger collection. And some of the stuff might be a little bit older that I've just been sitting on. I'm like, why am I sitting on all this music? I mean, some of it sounds dated, so I might not release every little thing. Some of it's still gonna, even the stuff that I put out, it's still gonna sound, you're gonna be able to tell. I just sound like me when I was a little younger, and the sound is a little bit different. But I'm still gonna put it out. Hopefully it'll be received well. Hopefully y'all will enjoy it and appreciate it. And I'm still gonna continue to create. So, you know, working with some other artists, I love collaborating. I love the idea of having another artist there as well, bouncing ideas off, and we're coming together to create a wonderful piece of music, a wonderful project, wonderful record. So again, I know that I love doing it, and I don't know how y'all might receive it, but I'm just hoping that, hey, it'll be well. So yeah, I'm still trying to continue to create. I'm still getting the ideas. And I don't know if, I've never necessarily had, I don't want to say a creative rut. I don't think I've had, or like writer's block. I've never had like a writer's block. It's just kind of weird. Like I kind of sit and kind of think about certain things. I'm like, okay, if there's a creative rut, there's something different, because it's weird to me that people say they can't think of anything to write about. Like, I get, in a way, I think I kind of understand to an extent, but you can write about anything, just change the perspective. I've done some different things. I'm not saying people should be like me. I'm just saying, how can you not write? Like, if I were to write a song about, like, The Room or something crazy, I've taken perspectives and thoughts and thought, what if I enter the mind of someone else? How would this person kind of see things and view the world, and what their perspective is, and all that kind of stuff? I've done it a few times. Obviously, I've had some things that have been personal to me that I've talked about myself, but I really enjoy the thought and the process of trying to create something from a different perspective, from another person's point of view, if you will, or another entity. I've done, this Kruger, where I'm like Freddy Krueger. I've done that before. I've done a song called The Fighter, where, kind of entering the mind of the realm of like basically a boxer, a fighter, as they are preparing for a bout, as they're in the ring doing battle and exchanging blows and fighting another person and overcoming an adversity. Like if they've taken a hard hit and they feel like, it's really tough. I don't want to go on. Should I continue? And they're kind of battling through some of those things. I've kind of taken on that. I'm not saying I've done it so I have the experience. It's just the challenge of trying to write from that perspective and make it convincing enough to where people will actually think, wow, that was very well done, because the aspect of another person isn't what everyone's able to do. Or, they can probably do it, but not too, it's just to varying degrees they're able to do that. But I've loved doing that, taking on the persona, even personifying something, giving something a voice that doesn't really have a voice. Like, more specifically, and y'all probably heard when I broke down Darkness Falls, that was me taking on darkness, just darkness. I don't mean Charlie Murphy. No. Shout out to Charlie Murphy, R.I.P. Charlie Murphy. Just darkness as is, as the concept of darkness, or as a physical thing, I guess, and also Halloween. it's, just a little holiday or whatever, but I've taken on and personified that as, this is what I am. I'm Halloween because da 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 da. Or, I don't want to speak too much on this other one that I did. I mean, I kind of did it, but it's called Devil's Advocate. So you might have it. It's already out. It's on my Controlled Substance EP. So check out Flava Hype, Controlled Substance, look up Devil's Advocate and kind of listen to that. It's just a creative expression, just my creative expression. It's not something that I believe in this, and this. Creative expression. That's all it is, okay?
Hey, y'all know about it. The world knows about it. It's the States, baby. Yeah. You don't want to mess with the military. We got this. Let's go, y'all. Just in case y'all don't know who we are for real. Come on, all of it on lock. Let me talk to you. Wonder with us, you better rethink your strategy. We ain't taking L's, you gotta be at your faculties. Enemies foreign or domestic, we squad up. Your attack plan is dismantled soon as it's brought up. We him, we them, we fight, we win, we fly, we march, we run, we swim. Every method of offense, we lock. Don't nobody want U.S. military is DI. I'm telling you, it's a bad plan. You packing the pew pew, we bringing the bam bam. It ain't all about the muscle because mind over matter, but sometimes you gotta have the muscle when it's time to splatter. You can get clapped up, you can get beat down. No matter what shape you're in, our circle's always around. Dropping in from the clouds, creeping in from the beaches, so you will never know what the extent of our reach is. Army, Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. The Army, the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. 1371 and 1302, the whole 03 series of Marines come through. 11 bang bang and the 12 Bravo. Whoever gets a call that you wanna brawl, we all go. Anywhere on the planet, we get you where you exist. Even deep in the ocean, we got them GI fish. Not sneaking up on us, we got every coast locked. Pulling you deep underwater, you never gon' reach the top. You ain't prepared for us, we send it in the Air Force. Me, Minimum 3 is about to sing you a chorus. And if you think about going to outer space, the guardians of our galaxy right there in your face. We got Marine Raiders, SEAL, Rangers, 24 special tactics, you can't evade us. Maritime security responsible with the codes. Where you are willing to flee is where we are willing to go. The Army, the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. The Army, the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. It may seem that I'm psychotic the way I'm so patriotic. Like when I say I think you're playing to attack is something ironic. You might have a fast attack, but I clap back is supersonic. Get up in you like colonic, leave you crying like you colic. We ain't gon' babysit you, knock your block off when we hit you. If allies call for support, we help and fix the issue. Smoking from miles away or drown you up close. If we decide to shoot you up, we gon' make sure you overdose. The Army, the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. The Army, the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on.
What if I enter the mind of someone else? How would this person kind of see things and view the world and what their perspective is and all that kind of stuff? I've done it a few times. Obviously, I've had some things that have been personal to me that I've talked about myself, but I really enjoy the thought and the process of trying to create something from a different perspective, from another person's point of view, if you will, or another entity. I've done, this Kruger, where I'm like Freddy Krueger. I've done that before. I've done a song called The Fighter, where, kind of entering the mind of the realm of like basically a boxer, a fighter, as they are preparing for a bout, as they're in the ring doing battle and exchanging blows and fighting another person and overcoming an adversity, like if they've taken a hard hit and they feel like, it's really tough. I don't want to go on. Should I continue? And they're kind of battling through some of those things. I've kind of taking on that. I'm not saying I've done it so I have the experience. It's just the challenge of trying to write from that perspective and make it convincing enough to where people will actually think, wow, that was very well done, because the aspect of another person isn't what everyone's able to do. Or, I mean, they can probably do it, but not too, it's just to varying degrees they're able to do that. But I've loved doing that, taking on the persona, even personifying something, giving something a voice that doesn't really have a voice. Like, more specifically, and y'all probably heard when I broke down Darkness Falls, that was me taking on darkness, just darkness. I don't mean Charlie Murphy. No. Shout out to Charlie Murphy, R.I.P. Charlie Murphy. Just darkness as is, as the concept of darkness, or as the physical thing, I guess, and also Halloween. It's, just a little holiday or whatever, but I've taken on and personified that as, this is what I am. I'm Halloween because da-da-da-da-da. Or, I don't want to speak too much on this other one that I did. I mean, I kind of did it, but it's called Devil's Advocate. So you might have it. It's already out. It's on my Controlled Substance EP. So check out Flava Hype, Controlled Substance. Look up Devil's Advocate and kind of listen to that. It's just a creative expression. Just my creative expression. It's not something that I believe in this, and this. Creative expression. That's all it is. Okay. But yeah, so I really enjoyed doing that, and that helps with another aspect of storytelling, because you're telling stories from your perspective, but you can also tell a story from someone else's perspective that gives you more to write about. So you can be more creative. You can take that role on. And if you, I don't want to say master doing that, but if you become more proficient at doing it, it opens up so many other doors for you to continue to be creative, and you won't face a rut of any kind. I love it. I love doing that. And it's very challenging because I have to focus and center myself in on it, because my mind goes so many different ways and areas when I'm doing it. But I have to think, and I really have to channel it. And it's difficult for me because I got squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. I have all that going on. Focus in on that, artists. Try to give yourself different perspectives, and see things from that point of view, and try to create something a little different like that. That will open up other doors and more dimensions for you to be able to do more of what you do. And again, it's not just about like rap. It's not just about the performing arts as far as that goes. It could be a visual art. What kind of perspective does this other artist have? How are they seeing things? Could you possibly create art from their perspective? It can kind of be your interpretation, but if you're able to do that, some people might think, wow, how are you able to kind of channel that? Like, you are really paying attention to what this person's doing. So, and it can be flattering to another artist that you're trying to do, whether it's another artist or a person, see things from their perspective. You never know. They could appreciate it. They might be like, nah, I don't do that ever again. But at least you're trying to express yourself in a way that gives you more avenues to be able to create and put more stuff out there for the consumers and for your, fans, family, friends, and the like. So, hey, keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it because that's what I do. And I'm going to keep eating this cake because that's what I do. And if you are, look at that right there. I know you wish you had some of it. I promise you it's great. But again, be on the lookout for all this new music. I got stuff coming out. Oh goodness. Omnivorous is going to be the next one. Omnivorous, and then Napalm with Emilion. Shout out to Emilion. Then I'm going to have another one. Y'all be introduced. You all will be introduced very soon to a brand new pimp on the scene. You're going to hear about it. You will hear the song. That's coming out as well. And I'm also going to have an EP that's really touching on, it goes right along with it, the adult side of me, if you will. Y'all probably have an idea of what I'm talking about, but it's really just kind of diving into that realm of being, adult time things. That theme, every single song on there is kind of in that It touches on that. So be on the lookout for that if you want to get a different perspective. I don't really talk about that too much. I've done a couple of songs, you kind of heard them, but an entire EP, it's just like boom, 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 boom. Just kind of putting that out there because that's an aspect of my life and that's part of who I am. And so I want to reflect that and give a little window as far as that in my music, kind of put that out there as well. People like to hear it, so I do that, and I like to write about it because I think it's very expressive and very creative, so that's what I do. Boom! So Flava Hype in the building!
Hey, on the real, we gon' get it, we gon' get them up, let's take it to the street. But I'm talking about that place where asphalt and rubber meet, you know what I'm saying? Put your cars on the starting line, and let's go. Let's get it, fit check, drip wet, splash. Put it all together like a Lego set to get camera ready. Flash. Adrenaline addiction, follow me to the finish line. If you're not first, you're last is what I live by. I'm moving like Wally West with it, have my whole heart just beating up on my chest with it. Need the speed to feed my greed, increase of the please, concede the feed. MPH is more and more, gas pedal past the floorboard. Horse, power the more the merrier. Amp when approaching the sound barrier. Take a place way back in my rear view, posting the speed, I don't always spin you. RPMs in my soundtrack, if I'm in a bad mood, pound that. Watch it quickly, I bounce back. Lost my cool till I found that. Now I know what to do when it's time to get right. I ain't never up or nothing, I don't wanna fist fight. When I say I want that smoke, I'm talking about that exhaust pipe. We skate, we slide, we talking, no we ride. We racing or debating, get on your mark and start the line. Let's take it to the track, let's take it to the street. Let's take it to the place where asphalt and rubber meet. We skate, we slide, we talking or we ride. We racing or debating, get on your mark and start the line. Let's take it to the track, let's take it to the street. Let's take it to the place where asphalt and rubber meet.
Losing to me, tell me how I feel. Switch gears and the heels from behind the wheel. Straight line hustle, give me that muscle. Think I get the itch, well, I'm ready to flush you. When it comes to racing, I'm ando. Always first place, ipso facto. I eat up space, check a flag on the menu. Speed, I'm at the says to be continue. Macari, that's who I move like. Got a left foot that ain't gon' do right. Quick silver ain't got a chance. A-train don't make me laugh. The only way y'all boys won't catch me is I'm driving and y'all sitting in the backseat. Y'all just fighting for place number 2. That's the best she could do whenever I come through. Bad, she collecting blue ribbons, L's and autographs, all I'm giving. Make sure you get in position, cause if you blink, you just might miss it. Yes, I am a speed demon. If I'm even, I am leaving. Stats don't lie and I don't either. Check my record if you don't believe it.
We skate, we slide, we talking or we ride. We racing or debating, get on your mark and start the line. Let's take it to the track, let's take it to the street. Let's take it to Okay, look, I already know. You never met nobody like me. Never have you ever. But you gon' find out.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Believe the Hype. And remember, don't believe the hype unless it's Flava Hype.